LEC, I am fully energized to take on the action today because I slept like a baby. Thanks for that, Rogue. Never change. KC won versus G2 for the first time ever, and G2 lost their opening game for the first time ever. Are the wins changing? All I know is revenge is a dish best served ice cold. Just ask Yike. And did anyone tell Skewmont he could actually smite objectives? Now, KC is taking on Movistar Koi today in our match of the week. The Spaniards, and one Canadian, had a banger of a first win over Fnatic. Now, I'm still wondering why Grabs drafted blindfolded on stage yesterday, but we can ask him in the upcoming episode of Duo Q with Fnatic. Also in Ready Check, my analysts and I are playing a game of Hot or Not. Let's get it.
And welcome to the first edition of Duo Q in 2025. We had a lot of roster changes and we want to find out how well our new duos know each other. So we're going to ask them a series of questions. I think Razork and Mickey, you've played before, so you're familiar with the rules. You're going to have two floating heads. The goal is to have the same answer. So let's see how you guys do. And of course, I have my co-host slash referee slash their host and their coach with me to maybe help me and elaborate in the answers that they're going to give us. Are you guys ready?
Yeah,
ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. First question, who is the best problem solver?
I have it.
All right. Do you agree, Grabs?
I think they're both the problem creators most of the time, to be honest. But,
all right.
I guess I can see it.
Well, maybe you could solve problems here. Who has the best taste in movies or TV shows? Raise your floating heads.
Okay.
I was expecting you to, because I know that.
Well, it's obvious to me, but I assumed he was going to put himself.
I mean, I'm not really a big fan of anime, and I know he watches a lot of anime and stuff, so I will just put him because he has more knowledge, you know.
All right. Third question here. Who is the smartest about the game?
Oh boy.
Just close your ears, guys. It's fine. Who's the smartest about the game? Of course, this is different.
So there's
an ego thing.
This was ego thing. I had to put myself.
It is an ego thing. I mean, of course, we're a new team. There's a lot, like some disagreements we still have. I would say politically they're both smart in their certain areas, and we should combine.
We're gonna treat this as a therapy session here, guys. I think. Who is more likely to be a good cook in real life?
Oh, that's mega easy.
Oh yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
All right. Next question, guys. Who is the funniest? Are they funny? Are they funny players? Same.
That's right, baby.
Yeah. That's pretty easy.
I can see it, but more like not intentionally, you know.
Oh
like that's funny.
It's someone to laugh at.
Dude, that's so rude. But they're just laughing at me, and I'm like, but why are you laughing? I didn't even say something funny, but they're just laughing at me. I don't know. They're bullying me.
Oh my God! Who is the best Rizzler?
The best Rizzler.
He's got the best moves. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, that's why they call them Rizor.
Rizor?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Nah,
okay, maybe you're funny actually. Maybe you're funnier.
Grabs, maybe you can help me on the next one. Who yaps the most?
In game.
Yeah.
You think it's a difference or what?
I think it's an easy one, yeah.
Okay, agreeing on this. And last question. Who smells better?
I don't know.
I have not smelled my players yet. No.
I mean, if we're talking right now, I don't think I smell very good, so...
After a game, we all know that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
You smell... Okay, well, I'm not going to test that theory. I'll let you just send me a report
You have to trust us on this.
6 points. That's solid. Grabs, thank you so much, Razork, Minky. Thank
you.
We'll see how the rest of the LEC teams do throughout the year on the next challenge. But that's all for us here. See you next time.
Thank you so much for that lore. Someone with a keen eye might have gathered that we shot that yesterday. So Fnatic were really, really good sports. It was right after their game. Fortunately, they weren't able to win. My name is Shax, and I'm joined by Dagda and by Goldberg to run you through the rest of Ready Check. And we're going to do hot or not, just as a vessel to kind of talk about whatever we want to talk about from yesterday. We're going to begin with the first one, which is something that I think we were all excited for before it even happened. It's Jojo Pyun's trash talk and generally his introduction into the league. What did you guys think? Hot or not?
I thought it was sick. Like I am
hot or not?
Hot.
Okay.
Definitely. Mega hot. In brackets for a North American import. Just because I can't give him that much because his trash talk does too much. I can't actually like fully invest in it.
I don't mind it.
No, genuinely, I think he's sick. Like, not only do you have someone who's really capable in lane, who absolutely, like, let's be honest, smoked Humanoid. Also, then in team fights, he was fantastic, had good control on the map. Like, he is looking like the import that you needed for this squad. Because my thought process was more when he joined. Like, he talk about it from MSI 2022. He was like, I want to roam more. I want to help out my team. These are the big takeaways I have from Shehu and FLICKR. And then I was like, well, this just works fantastically on this roster. You've got Mirwin who wants to play carries, enable him. You got Supa on the bottom lane that's going to be sick. But your like jungle support are already probably the strongest jungle support we have. Let's just add a mid laner that wants to slot into that really well.
Yeah, that's in-game,
Dagda.
I don't care about that. We're talking about the trash talk here being brought into the league, and this is what I'm here for. It brings so much more spice just coming off from a game yesterday, seeing a tweet immediately, how much attention that's gathering. I'm excited for Jojo against more European mid laners. I'm excited to see how they're going to respond to him as well, because they're not just he's not just attacking Humanoid, he's attacking all of them.
He's attacking everybody. Yeah, it's true. And it's also, I mean, everybody can trash talk in my opinion, but if you're good, it's better, because otherwise it's like, okay, why is this loser yapping? Yeah, like, but now he actually beat a Humanoid. He had a great introduction into the league, and yeah, it's cool. It's delivering already.
In the Ashley Kang interview as well, she kept kind of prodding him to be like, hey, look, is NA better? Is EU better? Where do the mid lane stand? And he was still kind of erring on the NA side, and then he was just like,
that's fine.
Apart from caps. So I kind of want EU mids now to like rally together to be like, no, we actually got to put him in his place, because at this stage he's kind of showing you up.
That's true, and we're known for a trash talk, so I think they should fight back, but you know, we'll see. Another hot or not is Noah and Jun to Giant X. Now, before we were already very excited about it, and I gotta say, yesterday, I mean, they didn't miss a beat.
I thought they were sick. Like, the fact that you already started off with this insane control coming in the lane swap, they got the early kill, like, they looked absolutely fantastic. Like, I don't know about you, GB, but I think they're hot.
No, I absolutely think they're hot as well. And you can see that Noah especially is feeling himself. He was BMing the enemy team, just spamming emotes and Ezreal as well. He wasn't afraid to go solo into their Nexus, fighting between two of the Nexus turrets as well, just to make sure that he could get them kills for himself. I think you're looking at a guy who's completely revitalized. He's feeling himself, he's confident, and he's not afraid of showing it.
No, that's true. I mean, it's like when the chips are down is when you start to wonder, of course, but it isn't the case yet. Do we feel like for GX, because preseason expectations already were that they had put together a really, really good team that was going to do well, but do you think it's going to last throughout, you know, all of the best of ones, going into the best ofs then as well?
So I think the sleeper conversation for this team is actually closer, because a lot of the Giant X stuff that I looked at was like, Jackie's is sick, does get caught out in mid-game. And we still saw it a little bit yesterday.
Yeah.
But Noah and Jun kind of needed a direction as well on Fnatic. It felt like that mid-game sucked too last year. I think adding closer really gave them the understanding they needed in the mid-game of, hey, this is how we want to play the game. This is where we want to be on the map. Like, for the love of God, grab them by the scruff of the neck and say, you're coming here. And that's basically what he did the whole game. I think that's what really set them up for that early success. And even the early dives, a huge amount of that was coming from closer as well to set up Noah and Jun in that context.
Lots of it too, yeah. That's, I mean, good feelings about it.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think I haven't seen enough just yet because of all the issues we've seen, so it's hard to say, right?
It's like day one,
yeah, but like day one overreaction, absolutely hot.
Okay, Rogue gameplay, hot or not from day one?
Ah, wow, that's a spicy one you're bringing in here to the conversation. Yeah. I'm going to go with a controversial take here. Not. That wasn't the hottest that we saw. I mean, it depends how you're thinking about it, right? They've already secured a win. They didn't do too many of those last year, so, you know, that's a big dub for them. But I think in the way that they did it with the players that they had, you saw Malrung, you see Adam, you see Execute, you're thinking this is going to be spicy, this is going to be high-octane action, and it just wasn't, right?
Dominate's tweet was hilarious, I do think.
Yeah.
I mean, are we being too mean because they did win? And Larson did say in the interview, in scrims we were too aggro, but you were reminding me, we heard that last year as well. And we never saw it on the Rift.
No, I met their coaching staff backstage and like, Scrims is going fantastically. This is going to be great. And then it never transitioned. Like, I have zero faith in this team. Like, hang on. So, can I borrow your glasses for?
You absolutely can, mate.
Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. So last year,
you're so
they were
handsome with
like, hang on, let me just go through. The problem for Rogue was first Shigenda, Finn, then Marcoon, then Trimby, then Advian, then Zolis, then Comp, then Maurang. Now not Maurang because he's actually back on the roster. So it feels like maybe it isn't the actual players is the problem, and maybe it's something more that's going on behind the scenes. Because when they get to the main stage, this is a team that does not function and doesn't want to play the map together. And when you've already got two of the most aggressive support and jungle in the league, you should be aggressive, and we're not getting that. And I'm kind of fed up with it at this stage because it's still the same thing. They did get the win.
Yeah, exactly. They did get a win, right? So what if we're just we're like so obsessed with the way they have always played that we can't see that maybe they have improved a couple of things as long as they keep winning? But I don't know if I'm just...
I think it's been 2 to 3 years of this, and until they actually step up and say, hey, here is our early game, here's something we can do, I just don't have faith in them. And they can. I'm happy if I'm wrong, but I'm still waiting to be proven wrong.
Okay, I have tons of hot or nots, but I just have to pick a few. Maybe Vitality, rookies. I want to say like rookies and new people coming in general. Yesterday, I think had a really good time, but I was most surprised, I want to say, by the Vitality rookies, especially the pressure that is on you if you're a solo laner coming into a team like this.
Yeah, especially Chayek. He was playing into Nuke's Asir, one of Nuke's comfort pick. When I was watching Chayek in the RLs, wasn't always fully impressed with him because when I was watching the games, some of the games he was gapped by Rika, right? Rika's coming in as the more hot prospect in mid lane, so I thought Chayek, he's actually going to be struggling against a lot of the opposition he's going to be facing. But he wasn't. He was super hot yesterday. That Talia was fantastic, and he made a much larger impact on that game than I would have ever expected.
Yeah, a lot of things we didn't touch on because we ran out of time. Of course, KC, very hot. Mad Lions, Koi, we did. It was amazing. G2 and Fnatic, not that much for now, but today we're going to start with SK Gaming up versus Team Heretics, and we're going to send it down to the Marriott Bonvoy checkpoint for a pregame interview with Lore and Genax.
Thank you, Shox and Genax. Thank you for joining me ahead of today's game. Not what you expected yesterday to start the season, I expect, but I feel like you have so much you have to take care of, especially at the beginning of the new season. New team, new environment for you, being back in the LEC, new game, even new LEC format. How difficult is it to just make sure that everything is going to be clicking and on the right track when you have so many factors?
I think it's like really difficult to, in the beginning, start running, because there's like, as you said, there's so many things you need to take care of. So I think it's important to just set like a good foundation in what you actually want to do. Okay. And then if you fall on the way, it's completely fine. Like we did yesterday, I think we actually played a decent game, and then we did some mistakes, and then we lost the game, but it's completely okay. I think if we go in today with the same mindset, improving on what we did bad yesterday, I think we can easily take down Heretics today.
Then what was bad yesterday, if you can give me some examples?
We just wanted more than we should have gotten. Yeah, we just went too deep, and then they had the team comp with Ezreal and Victor that punishes us really hard, and at one point they outranged us, but yeah.
Taking a step back, it's interesting for you because you went to the LEC, went back to ERL, now back in the LEC with SK. What is going to be your main goal to make sure that this time in the LEC you make it count differently than the previous times?
I think I'm a very changed player to how I was back in the day. When I swapped from mid to top in the LEC, I think I became a bit passive. I was good in lane, but I was a bit passive. And in the ERL, I really found my footing in I play how I want to play. And I make sure that I have impact on the game. And if that means I need to go 0-5 to have impact on the game, I go 0-5. I won't be going 0-0-3 and hope my team wins the game. I will be making sure that I'm there. All
right, and focusing on the matchup you have today, Carson, a player that you know. Last time you guys played against each other, actually, it went in your favor. 3-0 from BDS Academy from last year. What kind of player is he?
I think he's like a player that wants to play carries, but I don't think he sets his team or himself. He sets himself up good to play those. Like he plays them decent, but I think he could improve in the workarounds. And for me, against him, I always pick like funny champions against him. Like last time I faced him, I played Mordekaiser and Nasus because I felt like with my experience, I can like put him a bit off guard when he's like trying to play his game, and then I'm just playing Nasus, throwing E's AP, and he can't do anything.
Well, let's see how you can surprise him today. Thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you too.
And good luck against Heretics.
Thank you.